Welcome back to Vintage Air TV. I'm Nate here in the R&D garage, and on today's episode we're going to be working on our 3rd gen Camaros. We're going to be doing an install for the AC compressor on our Serpentine 7B10 conversion bracket. Let's get some stuff apart on the car and get to it. All right, so we're back at our engine bay now. Our buddy Billy's already got all the AC lines off the compressor, so the first thing we're going to do is get the belt off, and then we're going to remove the bolts and get the old compressor out of there. We're going to move these electrical connections here. There's one on the front, there's one on the back. We'll get that harness out of the way. All right, we're going to come around to the back of the compressor here. We've got some 15 millimeter nuts to take off of these studs. There's a third one at the bottom that we're going to get with the ratcheting wrench. And compressor comes out. All right, now we've got our old compressor off there. We're going to get our adapter bracket and get the new compressor installed. On our brackets, we've got them powder coated. If you paint yours or powder coat yours, you're going to want to ensure that you're either running a external ground wire like we're going to do, or to make sure you clean the paint off so you have a good ground connection through your compressor and into the engine block. So let's get our brackets and get started. All right, so first we're going to grab our front compressor adapter bracket here and our M10 1.5 and our spacers, and just going to install these from the rear into your original threaded bosses here. Okay. All right, next we're going to grab our rear bracket here and our 3/8/16 1.5 inch bolts with a spacer on the rear. Send those through, and then a washer on the rear and a washer before we put on our bracket. And then our 3/8/16 by 1 1/4 that goes in the bottom. Same thing with the washers. Install our bracket, and then we're going to grab our 3/8/16 nylocks. Okay, and then we'll get those tightened up. Okay. All right, next we're going to be installing our compressor here. We're just using a standard 7B10 and a standard finish. Okay. Set it in the cradle, and we're going to use our 5/16 1.5 inch bolts here with a washer on the back side by the compressor. And our nylocks. Next we'll grab our 5/16 18 1 3/4 bolts, and those go on the rear ears. Okay, and we'll get those tightened up. Okay, and that's the compressor installed. All right, so we got our compressor installed now. We're gonna go ahead and route and install our belt. For this, we're using our Gates. It's a KO60950 belt. That's gonna be for everything with stock pulleys and running the smog pump. So just go grab our breaker bar and get it going. All right, that concludes our installation of our AC compressor on our 3rd gen Camaro. So next time, y'all stay cool.
If you need any parts for your system, make sure you call our sales guys. They're very knowledgeable and can help you out. And if you have any problems with your installation, make sure you call our tech team.